What's going on, guys? So I have an update for our wheels and tires, and yeah, it's not the best, but nonetheless I got all four of them, all four tires, all four wheels, and they are some big bitches, mind my language, but holy cow. And my issue, no one wants to install them. Well, I got one done though. So nonetheless, me and my buddy, he came over and we decided we were gonna tackle one of the tires. We said, so we grabbed some Dawn dish soap and we tried to stuff that thing in there as hard as we could, try to get the wheel in. Wasn't happening at all. So I called around to the tire shops and nobody around Klamath wants to even touch these tires. But someone outside of Klamath, a Les Schwab's over 10-15 minutes outside of town, said, well, we'll give it a try. All right. So we took the wheels and tires down and they were able to actually get this one installed. And oh my gosh, it is beautiful. So this is a 53 by 16 wide on a 20 by 14 wheel. Holy cow, it's a fatty. Problem though, I actually had to drill into here to have a bigger valve stem. So they used an actual water valve, which you can see right there. I had to drill it big enough for that water valve. And essentially we put tubes inside of the tire. Wasn't a big fan because tubes were running me $70 more, but it is what it is. So we got one done, was really confident about it. They let it sit over a week because they thought it was gonna pop over the bead, yada, 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 nothing happened. But now they won't touch the rest. Nobody will, actually. I even drove all the way over the hill, 80 miles out of town, to Medford, dropped off my tires and wheels last Thursday or Friday, and they called me yesterday and said, we're not gonna touch them, even though they told me they would do them. Not gonna name the tire shop, but that's kind of disappointing, especially over the phone when they told me they were gonna be able to tackle them, and I get there in person, they said they won't be able to do them, and I specifically told them exactly what kind of tire it was. So it is what it is. I'm kind of in a pickle right now. Not too sure exactly what I'm gonna do. I think the best thing is probably just try to do them by hand. With the inner tubes, when I talk to Les Schwab, the worst that happens is they try to get these on, you can tell it's a little bit chipped right there. When me and my buddy tried to get them on, I hurt the front a little bit, so a few scratches, dings and dents. I don't really care. If I can make all of them with that many scratches right there work, I'm sold. Done. Perfect. But they're a pain in the ass. And I'm gonna probably have to try to do it myself. Just to make them work. And I'm not too confident in it. Everybody says that these tires aren't meant for these wheels. And I get that. These are meant for a two-piece or a beadlock style wheel. That's why they've got a really fat bead in here. But you know what? I ran on my old truck. They were a 46 tall military tire, 20-inch wheel. I ran on with a 20 by 10. I never had issues with them. And these tubes were actually only aired up to 20 PSI. So I thought they were gonna be aired up closer to like 100 PSI. When I got there and he told me they were only 20 PSI, I told him we were golden. Enough, done, perfect, that's awesome. I was like, what are you guys even worried about? It's only 20 PSI, you know? So that's the update. I'm not too sure what my next step is. I'll figure it out. Always do. Always manage sooner or later. What a pain in the ass. But good news, we'll walk this way, I'm gonna show you guys. Check out what I got done. Now, I haven't got the brakes done on it, but I have my complete rear axle done with gears in it. So I don't think this was done last time I did an update. My buddies down at Basin 4x4, thanks for the hookup. They got me some 617 gears in here, basically the biggest ones that we can throw into a Dana 60 and run it. So hopefully with the big gear ratio, we still should be able to push these tires around fairly easy. I'm not expecting it to light up these tires or nothing on a limo, but to chirp them would be cool. And he did weld them, the spider gears, to each other, so it's locked. I just got to finish up the brakes on it. And then he also got me, walk over here, my front axle, which definitely doesn't look as pretty. Like I said, the gears aren't done in this yet. We're just running, I think it's got 354s. I'm not even gonna worry about four-wheel drive this year. And that's my budget, just something happens. I really try to make it four-wheel drive next year. So I'm not too carried away about that. This is mainly just like a roller axle. So two-wheel drive this year, four-wheel next. But that's all for the update. We will, we'll see what happens with the limo and everything else, and hopefully I'll go ahead and get some tires on soon-ish, kind of. All right, that's all for now. I'll see you guys later. Peace.